Corn snakes are one of, if not the most popular pet snake to get, and for good reason. They have so many pros about them. And when researching your new pet corn snake, you might stumble across a lot of information that looks mainly the same. Well, this is where I step in. Hello everyone, I'm Ellie from Ellie's Exotics. I am here to tell you all about the things that no one is telling you about pet corn snakes. If you are looking for a care guide, that's not what this video is, but I do have one on my channel that you can head over to either now or at the end of this video. And make sure you stick around until the end of the video to find out some of the most detrimental information that you need to know before you get your corn snake. So, let's get right into the video. Number 1, while corn snakes are docile snakes, they aren't all going to be the best at handling. I have had a few different corn snakes now because of the type of job that I do, and I've also taken on some rescues as well. And every single corn snake has been completely different. My personal pet corn snake, Kiki, I have because she's a little bit of a pain, and I just don't think that she would suit many reptile keepers. She is quite defensive and she has a very strong food drive. So this is definitely something to expect before getting your corn snake. Don't walk into this thinking that you're going to get the most beautiful, placid, docile snake ever. Sometimes that isn't the case. And one of the reasons why people rehome their corn snakes sometimes can be due to their behavior, and defensive behavior wasn't something that they were prepared for. So just keep that in mind. Number 2, they are incredibly active. This is not a sit in a hide all day snake. Every corn snake that I have owned has explored every single inch of their enclosure, and that's why I recommend giving them a 4x2x2 as a minimum size enclosure. But if you can go bigger, do it. That's better. Bigger is always better with corn snakes. They love the space and they will utilize all of it. And remember, the bigger your enclosure is, the better heat gradient that you're going to get, the more muscle mass your snake is going to have, and the more stimulation you can provide for your snake. Number 3. Although they are a crepuscular animal, which means that they are awake during dawn and dusk, your corn snake will enjoy basking under a UVB lamp or a halogen heat bulb. I have also just started to provide UVA1 for my animals via the True Chroma lamp, and my corn snake Kiki is absolutely loving it. Just because online it will say that an animal is nocturnal or crepuscular doesn't mean you shouldn't be providing them any lights in their enclosure. All animals need a day and night cycle, so they need lights on for 12 hours and lights off for 12 hours. A circadian rhythm means you're going to have a healthier animal and an animal that is more willing to eat. So if you were umming and ahhing about providing UVB or overhead heating, let me tell you, it is so worth it. The behavioral changes that you will see in your snake is just something out of this world, and they will definitely appreciate it in their own way. Number 4, morph matters. I don't tend to talk about morphs very much on this channel because I am not really a morph person. If I'm not getting a species that is quite hard to get a hold of and morphs don't even exist within that species, then usually I'm getting rescues and I'm not even really given the option to choose a morph because something has been dropped in my lap. But with corn snakes, morphs can make a difference. The palmetto corn snake is a very popular choice, and for good reason. They are absolutely beautiful. And if I had to get another corn snake and choose a morph, palmetto would probably be one of them. But palmetto corn snakes can have something called bug eyes, which means that their eyes will protrude and also be enlarged. This means that they can have vision problems. And speaking of vision problems, you might also experience this when your animal is albino. They won't be bug-eyed or have protruding eyes, but poor vision means that you may have a more defensive snake. So choose your morph wisely and make sure that the animal that you're getting is a healthy, well-bred animal if you're getting it from a breeder. Number 5. Aspen and Lignocell is not the best substrate choice for your corn snake. While it might work and it seems somewhat practical, if you want to give your corn snake the most natural setup possible, then topsoil and play sand is the way to go. Aspen and lignocell will mold when wet, and it's not very natural to only be providing your corn snake a dry climate all the time. They may need boost of humidity when they're shedding, and this just isn't something that you're able to do when you use aspen or lignocell. And now let's get on to some of the most important points when we're talking about corn snakes. Number 6, corn snake vet bills are extortionate. They truly are. You cannot even compare a corn snake checkup with a dog or cat checkup. The amount of money that you can spend on a simple thing, like for example, my Doomrall's boa, she had to go get a microchip. I ended up spending hundreds and hundreds of pounds because there was a very small complication while she had the procedure done. And not only are these vet bills expensive, not all exotic vets are at a base level of knowledge. Some know way more than others. Some exotic vets might not even be able to tell a male and a female chameleon apart, which are very simple things. So before you choose your vet them and find out which is the most recommended in your area. If you are from the Birmingham area and you're watching this, I highly recommend Amicus Vets. That's the vet that I use, and my vet, he is just brilliant. He knows his stuff. He takes very good care of his own personal pets, and he will do absolutely everything he can to help your snake. Number 7. This, I feel like, does not get talked about enough, and it can be so incredibly stressful for a new corn snake owner. And that is, female corn snakes can, at some point in their life, lay infertile eggs. Now, not all female corn snakes will do this, and some can reach the age of 19 and then decide, hey, I'm going to do this for the first time. But laying infertile eggs can be incredibly stressful, as I said. Whatever you do, if your female corn snake lays eggs, do not attempt to hatch these eggs. Sometimes the eggs can look fertile, and people will attempt to get some baby corn snakes out of them. These corn snakes, majority of the time, will not come out healthy, and it will be traumatizing for you as the owner if there are any deformities. So what you do if they lay infertile eggs is you pop them in the freezer for 24 hours and then discard of them. Like I said, do not hatch the eggs. Number 9. And this is something that may happen before your female corn snake lays their eggs, but male corn snakes will do this as well sometimes, and that is brumating. The act of brumating is essentially reptile hibernation. This means that they might go off food, or they might hide away during the winter months. If your snake isn't eating during the winter period, don't stress too much. As long as they're not losing weight, they should be fine, and they are most likely just slowing down for the colder months. Brumation is definitely something that you should research before bringing your snake home, in case you experience it whilst owning your corn snake. And number 10. This is probably the most common thing I see within corn snakes, and that is obesity. Obesity in corn snakes is so common mainly because of food choice. A poor diet can very quickly lead to an overweight, unhealthy corn snake. So a good option is just to opt out of rats. Feeding your corn snake a rat is like feeding them a cheeseburger every week. An adult corn snake should be eating every 14 to 21 days. The largest prey item I give mine is a large mouse. Mice have a lower fat percentage, but they still have enough protein to keep them nice and muscly. Generally, mice should be your staple when feeding your corn snake, and I'm going to pop a chart onto the screen here so that you can see what an underweight, a healthy, and a overweight corn snake looks like, because some people don't realize that their corn snake is overweight. The first signs of an overweight corn snake are usually indents by the tail. These are little fatty deposits, and whilst I was traveling, Kiki, she did definitely get some hips on her because she was still a growing girl. She was still eating weekly. And unfortunately, because I wasn't around every week feeding her, she did get a little bit chunky. So she's been on a diet for a while now and she has started to lose weight. If you do have an incredibly overweight corn snake, your corn snake is obese, then I would up handling sessions to help them burn off those extra calories that they have been consuming. But that is everything for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it was helpful. Let me know down below what your corn snake's name is and whether you have any tips for new corn snake owners too. I hope you will have a wonderful rest of your day and I will see you all later. Bye bye.